Let's go on to the
I agree.
Ludes versus Colorado. Adam, talk to me.
Did you go to me because you know I'm putting Colorado through?
I went to you because I want to hear what you're thinking.
Honestly, my only thinking is like I have to put Colorado through. They didn't finish obviously as high as I thought they would be, but like still finishing fifth. Like for the up and down season that they've had, it seemed like their games were getting canceled more than everyone else's. To finish in fifth, like they were obviously winning games that they needed to. I've seen more of Minnesota this season, so this one to me can go either way, which is why I then picked Colorado. I'm sure you and Connor both will pick Minnesota, so I have no problem being the standalone here.
You know what's wild? I had Colorado up until
you did
right now, and I'm changing it.
Wow.
You want to know why? Because Minnesota unbeaten in their last 8 games, and we talked about Colorado and their games canceled and whatever. They've played like so few games. And when they did play, they either ran it up or got the snot kicked out of them. They beat 10-man Real Salt Lake 5-0. All right, so we'll go with they beat 10-man Real Salt Lake 5-0, 10-man Galaxy 2-0, lost to FC Dallas 4-1, beat San Jose 5-0, lost the next game 4-0, lost 2-1 to Minnesota, 3-1 to beat Seattle 3-1, beat Portland 1-0, and then beat Houston 2-1. So I don't know, man. This team, but the weirdest thing is, right, when you look at those games, the last 3, Seattle, Portland, Houston, the 1st, the 4th, and the 8th of this month. Then you had the 28th of last month, the 24th of last month, and then the 23rd of September. They literally had a month off where they just didn't play. So how they're like in a good spot, but now they have this 2-week break. It's like, okay, what are you going to do now? Are you going to go back and be the team that comes off of a break and gets their asses handed to them 4-0? Minnesota beat them already. Oh, I got to do it. Colorado.
Yeah,
Colorado.
there we go. Attaboy.
Join
the dark side.
It's a very dark side, but here I am. Because, again, MLS has no rules. You have to pick outside of what you think.
Exactly.
Colorado through.
I will pick Minnesota for you.
Thank you. I need someone to put them through.
Joke's on you guys. DC's winning this entire thing, even though they're not in the playoffs.
All right, we're gonna mute you real quick. Can I
Guess
do
who's
that?
going to score the winning
Can I
goal?
mute somebody?
I'm the host.
Landon Donovan, who apparently is in the top 25
Stop!
player.
No, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
Never heard of him. Don't know who that is.
Stop. Connor, tell me why Minnesota's going through before I punch at him through the screen.
As you said, they've been good towards the end of the season. I feel like this is going to sound weird, but I feel like it makes a little bit of sense. Playing MLS fantasy since we've been back, just following the price point of Metanier, just gives me a good idea of how Minnesota's been playing throughout this season. Where he got down to a point where his price range in fantasy was like, I think, a 4
million,
which is the lowest you can go. And then he finished the season at like 10. So he skyrocketed. And I think that Minnesota followed his play as well. They just continuously got better throughout the season. And I don't think they slowed down at all at the end of the year. I mean, on form, they're the best team in the West right now. So you have Kevin Molino, who looked fantastic last game. You have a back line that can easily lock things up. I mean, as if you had Ike Opara in this game, it's over.
Tyler Miller too.
Huh?
Tyler Miller too.
Yeah, Tyler Miller as well. I still think they have enough to get past Colorado because, like you said, the break thing as well that could play a factor. I mean, last time they had that sort of like long break, they got crushed. So let's see what happens again.
Adam, you got to do a better job of convincing me because I'm about to change back to Minnesota.
So I just want to point out to Andrew that how come it's okay when Connor uses fantasy to make his arguments, but not when I do it?
So I want to be fair that I was going to slate him on it, but I had to look something up first because I forgot Dwayne St. Clair is playing for Minnesota, who is on fire.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say Connor, but here's the thing. Connor used it as a really intelligent point, following the price point of one player to understand the tactics of how another team plays. You just say, FC Dallas players got me a lot of points, so FC Dallas is on through. Connor used it intelligently. You use it like a 12-year-old.
Fine.
And for that reason, the Loons to the conference semis.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. They've had 2 points during this season where they've had long breaks.
Yeah.
They had a month break from July to August. The first game back in August, they lost 4-1 to RSL. And then they had that other break when then they came back and lost 4-0 to SKC. Now they're on another 2-week break. I think Minnesota could run them into the ground based off that.
See, Adam? Numbers.
You clearly haven't seen Andre Shinyashiki play, though.
Does he even play?
Yeah. He scored the last couple games for him.
Really? I haven't heard his name once, and I figured knowing you,
Believe so.
I hear it at least once.
Hey, man, I've been quiet. There's not a whole lot of room on this hype train left. I got to start kicking people off of it.
Shut up. He does play. He started. But he didn't score the last game. Yunus Namli scored. Yunus Namli is quietly good.
He's not quietly good. He is good.
See, now I got to think I got to pick him. He didn't play. He wasn't even in the 18. Oh, yeah, he was. He was on the wing. Shinyashiki moves around too much for me. Loons to the offs. Count it.